Hello, and welcome back to part 4, I think, of trying not to die stupidly in the long dark on Interloper. I have, at the end of the last episode, we had a rabbit, which I have uh, skinned and gutted and left them behind in the little hut up there, ready to be picked up next time we head in this direction. I'm not carrying them with me. Way too many wolves in random places on Coastal Highway for me to want to carry guts around with me and act like a flashing billboard sign for Wolf McDonald's.
Not sure
So
I carry much more.
I am heading down into the main part of Coastal Highway to see what I can find. Still 4 episodes in, looking for a hammer. Going to Coastal Highway will be very problematic if I want to craft some arrowheads and a knife if I don't have a hammer. And second on the shopping list, although probably joint first if I'm brutally honest, is a hacksaw, which I still don't have and need if I'm gonna get anywhere. Okay, pop in here. Gonna light a torch. I'm gonna have to do this while I don't have any lamp fuel, so I don't want to miss any little thing hidden. It's not the best use, if I'm honest, of matches, but I'm at the stage where I need to see little things hidden, like can openers or anything like that. I need to be able to see them. Although I'm sure someone watching will point out what stuff I've missed. Bound to have missed a load. But it's Interloper, so, you know, there's not exactly lots in the first place.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Right, that's that. My great hope for hacksaws and things like that is going to be the Quonset garage. And then there's the houses. They're not so good for tools. Sometimes there's a hammer on the floor outside one of them, but so obviously that's not guaranteed. Oops, wasn't looking there. I was doing something else on my phone. Snip up here. Is there anything useful by the little hut? In little huts? Probably not. It's normally good for berries. Normally some mushrooms on this thing here, this stump. And there's another pry bar. Awesome. Not helpful, not what I wanted. But it suggests that there may be tools lying around, which is great. They're going to have to light a fire and light a fire and pull some torches from it, because I have not got many torches left, and there's certainly not very good ones.
Perfect.
That'll do. Okay. Anything on the side? No.
I'm not sure I can carry much more. Oh, lucky day.
Nice. That's 2 things in one tub. That's a result, isn't it? So, fry bar, big lump of wood to cook, chocolate bar. So far, Coastal Highway, bit terrible. Stump remover's no good in this. That'll do. Right, let's get out of here. Coastal Highway is one of those places where you can live indefinitely if you're lucky because of the beachcombing side of things. Personally, I tend to prefer beachcombing in not Coastal Highway, sorry, Desolation Point. It's just a bit more compact and everything's a bit closer together and you don't have to walk for such a long way to find the stuff. But having said that, you know, there's a lot more of Coastal Highway
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
beach combing on, so it's kind of depends on your preference. But yeah, Coastal Highway is one of those places that if you're going to set up camp for the long haul, one of the better places. I saw someone once on a YouTube video had survived some ridiculous number of days. We're talking about thousands of days. It's not what it's darkness. And they seem to have spent the vast majority of those days in Desolation Point, and I think that's why. I think it's because of the compact nature of the beach combing. Because you can pick up fish. Most days you beach comb, you pick up 2 or 3 fish, and you can just last on. You can live on fish. Of course, then you never run out of oil for your lamps, because you just keep getting oil from your lamps. So this area of the map, great for just lasting for a long time. I think if I'm at the point where I run out of things to do, I would come back to Coastal Highway and probably live maybe at the fishing village at that end, because that's close to a couple of good fishing huts, quite close to the shore to be able to do some beach combing. You got the trader up the road at the Concert Hut if you need anything. So Coastal Highway is probably the GOAT in terms of regions if you're there for a really long time. Sometimes there's something tucked behind. It's a hammer.
Perfect.
Oh, I've got a hammer. Fantastic. Right, all I need now. Oh, I can dig that up, can't I? I've got a hacksaw. I've got a pry bar. Right, we're nearly there. We just need a hacksaw, and I'm fairly certain we're going to find one of them at the Quonset or something like that. But it doesn't matter, because we can now head off to, when we're ready, we can now head off to Desolation Point and we can make some arrowheads. That's awesome.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
That makes me very happy. So once we've got arrows, start hunting stuff, making some decent clothing, stop being reliance on the loot, and we start to become more, oh goody, more of them, we start being more, for want of a better word, independent. And that's what the difference between those different stages of the game is. You're reliant on the game, and then once you've got your arrows and your carve, you've done your knife, you're pretty much independent. And that's the best part of the game, the best point of the game to be at. So, let's have a look. Where are the walls? Are there walls? There's nothing out there at the moment. So I'm going to pop over to that fishing hut. I think I might be a bit heavy. This out. Going to use it if we find.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
There's another one over there, it's quite close, but I don't think I'm going to go to that one. Mist is coming in. Might head to that one over there. Then from there to the concept garage. Going too far out of my way. Nothing on the shelves. Bit of wood. Nothing. There's nothing. In the absence of any books, we're just going to head straight for that one over there. I will be aware, and I'm sure I've mentioned this before, of marauding packs of timberwolves. The first time I came across a timberwolf that was outside of the normal area was here, and are being chased across this massive open plain of ice by what I recall was 4 or 5 timberwolves was not a pleasant experience. They're quite low. So, I will be very aware. There's another one there, but I'm not going to that one. Just going to keep to these two. Seagull in my headphones. I think I've said before I don't normally listen on headphones, and I've got a whole new appreciation for the sound in the long dark. I don't want to carry Mountaineer's Rope with me, but I just heard a very faint seagull in the distance. It was amazing. I've ever noticed that before. Well, that was a waste of time. I'll pick it up, but I don't really need it. Don't think I need a rope. Going to head straight to a house that I have watched various people miss out when I've been watching YouTube videos. For some reason they never go to this house, and I don't know why, because they must know it's there. And there's a house just because the concert garage is just over that rise there, the other side of that ruined house. But there's a house, so you can probably just see it appearing in a minute. in the middle of the picture. We might be a bit too early for it. But there's a house, and it's a really good one. Is that a wolf? No. It's a post box, John. Jeez. I genuinely thought that... I'll try and show you. That thing there, just above my thumb, which is a post box. I genuinely thought for a second that that was a wolf's head that was standing still looking at me. But anyway, you can just see the house now ahead of it. That house, I've watched many people on YouTube just not go in it. Oh, there's the wall. Oh. I'm going to need this to see inside anyway. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm carrying anything that attracts wolves. But yeah, this is a great house to go in. You normally find some decent stuff in it. But for some reason, I've watched various people on YouTube play Long Dark and just either they don't know or they just don't think it's worth going in.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I'm probably now going to find nothing useful and it's going to prove their point, but I forgot it has a fire, which can be useful. I mean, it's not like a place where you stay when you've got the Consit garage just nearby, but it's, you know, it's a nice little place.
Barely walk with this much gear.
I think I've crossed the 40 kilogram. When you become a bit more overweight, so yeah, when you get over 10 kilograms beyond your maximum capacity, you can't run anymore. You slow down a lot, and I have a sneaky suspicion. I'm going to check in a second. Yeah, wasn't much great. And more stump remover. There wasn't much that was great there, was there? Yeah, I'm just about over it. Don't even think a drink. Don't even think a drink will do it. But sometimes walking up here is a risk. You bump into a wolf coming the other way, but I've got a torch, so that won't happen. And there we have the Consit garage. A nice house over there to loot. It doesn't look like the other one is there. So we've got Consit garage and a big house and a bunch of cars. Now, before I do that, I have in the past. I'm going to do a circuitous route. Where is he? There. I'll go around the other way. I have in the past found a.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Hacksaw just around this side, but not this time. But I thought I'd better check. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There's a lot of things to loot here, so I think we're going to speed it up. And I'll come back when I've done it all. Okay, so if you missed that, found quite a bit of food actually. Very well for tins and things. So load up there. Not sure how I'll get on with opening one. I can't remember whether it counts as the pry bar counts as being one of the things that makes it easier to open. When you open them, you don't lose any of the food content or the calories. So we're going to do a bit of organising in now, sort out some of the stuff we've got. So I don't want to be carrying it around with me. And I tend to use these things more than anything. So 3 of them can go in there. They can all go in there. Found another cured gut. That's 2, which is fantastic. Don't normally find cured gut in Interloper. Normally anything that's crafted or ready for you is almost unheard of, which is why finding that arrow shaft was a bit of a result as well. So that, don't need to carry that. Don't need to carry that or that. Don't need to carry 2 of them. Don't need to carry that. Don't need 1 of them. Take that with us, it's useful as a weapon. Don't need them. Don't need either of them at the moment. Food we'll put in a different place. Oh my goodness, I haven't sorted this out for quite a while, haven't I? Yeah, now 100%. Wow, didn't look at that. They can go in there. Pack of them can go in there. I need to carry them. Certainly don't need all of them. Right, okay. Let's go and stand in here next to the bed, because it depends on how long it take. So, let's first of all, let's do it this way. So we've still only got that, that's fine. That we're definitely not keeping, so it can go. Socks, goodbye. Just realised I've lugged these trainers all the way over, haven't I? How stupid. I could have destroyed them or left them behind in the community hall in Pleasant Valley, but I've lugged them all the way here. Brilliant. That was a stupid thing to do. Right. That will wear that. I'll get rid of this. I mean, until I found one of the little brown jumpers. It doesn't really matter. That's okay, I'll keep that. 2 pairs of gloves. Get rid of that. Get rid of that one. Finally, get rid of these. Nice. Okay. That's a bit better. We're looking a bit more acceptable. Still loads of time, isn't there? I'm very tired. So, let's... I don't think I've got much chance with 1%, 2%, 3%. No, they are not going to happen. So, I'm just going to have to try and light it with a stick. No, I haven't even got starter fluid. So, we'll start it with a stick and hope it takes. This is not how you should do things. That's the result. Okay. Use you. Get rid of all these useless torches. And you. Okay. First of all, we'll take some torches. That's what I'm talking about. That's a decent torch. That's rubbish. That's passable. That's a decent torch. Barely. is good. 24, useless. 31 will do. 25, no good. Not that good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Take one more if it's a decent one. That'll do. Right. So. Can we cook? Can I get away with cooking? Just let's try. We're going to try is we're going to... Oh no, cancel that. It is, I'm right, it is not something that I can... Oh my goodness, I've lost the ability to talk. When I'm opening cans, I need a knife or I need a tin opener. I couldn't remember if having a pry bar allowed you to get in tins without smashing them open and losing calories. But just did that then, and it said smashing it open, so clearly pry bar doesn't work. I couldn't remember. So still on a mission for a tin opener. What else? Can do some crafting. That's what we're talking. That's a fabulous torch. Right. These. Can't cook them, so I'm going to smash these open. Didn't get food poisoning from that one. Let's see what happens on this one. Wow, that was the result. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll sleep. Good morning. I woke up a couple of times in the night, which for me in real life is fairly standard, being a functioning insomniac. And I prepared the boots at one point. So they're now up to 99%. There's, I think. Oh, I broke down the storm lantern we found, so we're only carrying one, and we can stick that bit of metal in there now, and we can probably get rid of some of them. So I think, so I don't use that. We can leave that behind. I think now all we've got to do is sort out the food, and we're ready to go for a little bit of a jaunt. I will drop all the heavy stuff. All the heavy stuff. Drop a couple of litres of that. Need that. Drop a couple of them. That'll do. Okay. First place of call is a big house. Over there. I'll do that one. Okay.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Seagulls. Heard them that time. They're really obvious. straight away I can see matches, which is awesome. Floor. Painkillers. Again, I think painkillers are fairly pointless. Very rarely use them. More matches. Wow. What a result. 2 matches within pretty much the same room. Someone changed the setting from Interloper to something else, because that never happens. I mean, I'm sure every other cupboard in the whole building will be empty to make up for the fact that I found 2 lots of matches in the same room, but that's not complaining too loudly. No, okay. Shelves. Down there. Floor.
I'll take it.
Shoes and a nice shirt. Not very helpful, but still. Eesh. I'm trying to turn that off accidentally. Yes, that was combat trousers, wasn't it? Sure, that was combat trousers. It was. They may be in a bit of a raggedy shape, but they are still the best trousers you can find on Interloper. So, thank you very much. Coastal Highway coming up trumps.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright, we're going to take a moment and we're going to fix those trousers. 83%, take that. Right. So they're now on the outside. I got that, we'll worry about that at the time. I think I'm almost out of cloth. So, quick snack. Big drink. Tear apart some curtains. I'm already halfway through the day. Let's get a move on. Done that car. There's a car, I think, just over this ridge here. There's a wall. There's bound to be a wall somewhere.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
No, you probably can't. So, that's my battery. Oh, that was close.
Can you eat trees?
Another but there's no use. See, that was stupid. Got in without finding out where it is. Well, do you know what? I seem like I've got batteries, matches to spare, so I'm going to light that. Come on, then. batteries used to only be any good, or if you were making guns, bullets at the ammo forges, and there's only 2 of them, is there, on the whole in the whole game. But now a lot of them are used for trading, so there is more use for batteries than there used to be. Well, I haven't really done much trading. It's one of the things I want to try and do on this game, this run, is try and do some trading. Right, we're going to head out to the other houses now. Oh, I was going to get rid of some stuff, wasn't I? That was a mistake. Let's see what we find here. More matches.
This will come in handy.
When I was it open both. There's the bear. Okay, I'm at 32. Print screen, nice little screenshot there. Place with the title at the top. Okay. For the thumbnail, that is, I should say. That mist cleared quite quickly, didn't it? Okay, go back. Load some of the gear we've picked up. And then head back out. What time is it? We have got part of the day left. Might speed this up. We've already been here once. something really relaxing. And the sea in the background. The kind of the crunch of the footsteps. I mean, okay, then the wolves howl, that's not quite so relaxing, but it's just such a chilled out kind of vibe. Oh, goodness, I don't even know if that makes sense. I'm far too old to be using phrases like chilled out vibe. It's a shame that, you know, death lurks over every rise and round every corner.
I think I can use this.
Still don't know where the bear is. Can't see him. What? Oh, something down there. Let's go have a look at that. Nothing else. Right. Let's get in and out of here as quick as we can. Save the lamp oil. Trail boots. Quite long trail boots. They're lighter. I don't know whether I might swap. Let's be honest, they're half the weight of these boots, the ones I've got on the combat boots. And while there is, oh my goodness, our footwear. While the boots are good for protection, that weight, especially when you haven't got the deer bag, for want of a better word. I've got the deer, not the deer, the moose. That gives you the moose bag that gives you the extra 5 kg. When you haven't got the tactical backpack, which gives you an extra 5 kg. When you've got well fed, which gives you an extra 5 kg. It does matter. That extra kilogram makes a difference. So I might change to those trail boots, and I might leave combat boots behind as an alternative in the event of me using the non-permadeath, come back to life again thing. Notice the technical terminology still manages to escape me. You'd have thought there'd have been at least some improvement in my ability to talk whilst playing this game, but evidently there is not. Okay, nice. Put it out. Tried enough times. Okay. Didn't want to do that. Oops, missed the doorway. Quick snack. Right, there was down on the beach, for want of a better word. There was a big box. Do you know what? I'm going to take another screenshot. Now I know this is the place where you come if you're going to do any trading. And like I said, I haven't done that yet. I can't remember how many days it is on Interloper before he turns up. It's quite a few. So
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
right, there's a body somewhere. when you're beach combing, it's trying to find that nice balance between getting close enough to be able to see what's there and not getting the cracked ice. It took me a while to master that. I fell in any number of times. Oh, that's where the birds are. That's where the body is. Just over there. Right. Anything useful?
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Nice. It's a shame I've already got 2 decent coats that I don't intend to swap, but obviously start to the beach coat. That's normally, I guess that's a guy. It's dead. See anything on the ice along there? Still haven't found this evasive axe sword. Maybe said hack jaw then, which I don't think is a thing. If it is, tell me. But nothing on the shelves. Bit of reclaimed wood. Bit of clothing that's going to get ripped up, and a newspaper that I am not picking up. Oh, I nearly missed that. Good spot. I always leave the doors open. Now the reason I leave the doors open is if I am running away from something that is chasing me. Difference, especially with those ones when you open them and then you have to go in. Difference between getting chopped on by a bear or a wolf and not getting chopped on by a bear or a wolf can sometimes be the difference between an open door and a closed door to one of those fishing huts. So that's why, especially
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Especially with the Interloper. Right, this is promising. Well, that's not. Oh no, maybe not. The serpent's here. But take that. Have the fish. Nice. I think that was quite a big fish actually. Take that. I'll have a look in the rucksack. And we'll take another one of them. That's not a bad stash. Oh, there's somebody here, isn't there? So, okay, do you know what? I'm going to light a fire here because that fish is 3 kilograms and that's killing me. So, I'm going to light a fire. Am I still carrying around all those books? Didn't check, did I? I am. I'm still carrying around about 2-3 kilograms worth of books. I've either got to read them or leave them behind. one ropey potato. It's a lot of calories, this. So another torch, another match wasted. I think this torch is going to get blown out quite quickly. This is very windy. Oh, that's a point. Oh, quite 11. That's a result. Yeah, I thought so. Torch has gone out. That was time to do something. Milliliters of cooking oil for one fish. That's the result. Hello, Mr. Rabbit. Here, sometimes there's a cat. Here. Today there is not. Let's have a quick.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, I'm going to check. I might. Oh no, I'm not quite carrying. I think I carried 2 and picked that one up. It's not quite as bad as I thought. Carrying the hammer could be a bit of a weird call, but is useful. And that flare would be very useful. Is useful sometimes for smashing stuff up. It's quicker when you don't have a hacksaw or anything else. It's quicker sometimes to use a hammer than it is to use your hands. Oh, look, little hat. Nice. Okay. So I've now got enough of those water purification tablet thingies to last a lifetime. What time of day is it? The sun is just beginning to set. I think I've got time.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Say I think I've got time. Always takes longer than I expect. Carcass over there. Those are the two fishing nets I haven't been in. There's one there. Just above my thumb. One over there, just above my thumb. Oh, and that one. I haven't been in that one. But those two look like they're guarded by fish by wolves. So I'm probably going to ignore them today. I think that's a wolf, but I'm not. Without a hacksaw or a knife, I don't have. I'm not bothering. Either way, I'm leaving it. So that fishing hut. We're going to go over there to the first of the houses in the fishing village, and we're going to call it a day or a night. Another salmon.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
41 kilograms. I think I'm going to leave it by this fishing hut here, and we'll come out and we'll cook it tomorrow. Because if I walk over there, the dogs, oh my goodness, the wolves over there pick up the scent, and they might come chasing me, and I'm not going to have any energy left to run by the time I get there. So we'll leave it outside this one. Leave it here. Nothing on the shelves, nothing down the side. Oh, there's a hook. Nice. When we come to look at that, we'll do a bit more beach combing around there and see what happens, see if we can find anything. But for now, with the last bit of light of the day, and the last bit of energy, stagger over here. Very pretty. Dramatic sunset. So, come to the end of part 4 of Try Not to Die stupidly in the long dark, and so far done okay. It's not actually, did I say day 4 or part 4? Part 4. So far I've actually done okay. I know I keep harping on about not having a hacksaw. It is annoying. But I've got what we need. I just need to find a few more things, a few more bits of metal, because I haven't got enough to make a knife, which I will have to make, and a hacksaw. Especially if I want to make a decent number of hacksaw, especially knife and arrowheads, especially if I want to make a decent number of arrowheads, which is, you know, if you're going to make the effort it takes, you might as well just make as many as you can. So I'm not going to be able to make many at the moment. And the thing is, a hacksaw, you can cut up metal objects and get more pieces of metal in order to make more arrowheads. That's the bear around here as well, mustn't forget that. Let's just check over here. So the hacksaw is, you know, there is a reason for me wanting the hacksaw beyond its normal usefulness. So, but everything else, we've got some decent clothing, a couple of nice coats, we've got combat trousers, we've got a couple of toques, we've got decent shoes. We're doing all right. I shouldn't complain. And on that note, can't see anything there. On that note, I'm going to sleep in here. So, night. Thanks for watching.